Hello, welcome to part 6 of Let's Model the Parasaur. And today we are going to focus on getting the mouth open and start patching it up as well. This is what we're kind of going for. I modeled a little bit off camera just to give you an idea. I only modeled the bottom half of the mouth. I didn't add the tongue in and I didn't do the top, but I just want you to get an idea what to expect. So let's go ahead and jump into this. So first thing I want to do is we need to get a cut going through the mouth of the Parasaur. So I just hit tab to go into edit mode. I will be trying to use my shortcut keys 1, 2, and 3, which will go 1 for vertex select, 2 for edge, and 3 for face. So you may not see me go back and forth. I'm going to try to get in the habit of using a shortcut. So we're going to go Option Z to go into X-ray mode. We're going to hit K for the knife tool. And we're going to start slicing the mouth region open. I'm going to just add a vertex there. I'm going to hit enter. I am going to move this down. Now, I'm not quite following the blueprint. It is fairly difficult to see because it's got some coloration going on. But from the images and information that I've gathered online, they don't have a mouth that goes up. It's kind of more flat and down, if you will, I guess. So, yeah. And what you can see here is we need to symmetrize because that cut did not go through. So in edit mode, you want to go to mesh and symmetrize. And I would suggest right-clicking and adding this to your favorites, just so you don't have to go through and scroll and look for it. So you would just hit Q and you go to your quick favorites. Just ignore all this. I have an add-on installed. And you would symmetrize, and it looks like it's the positive X to the negative, which I am not seeing a change. So let's go ahead and try the negative to the positive. That definitely didn't work. Let's see here. What is the issue? Looks like it wants to. Maybe because I have it selected. Let's go ahead and Control Z that. Okay, I'm gonna make sure I don't have anything selected. I'm gonna toggle everything. Q, symmetrize. Okay, that seemed to have worked. That was interesting. Okay, so now you can see we have the arms and the legs on either side. And let's continue. So now I want to essentially rip the mouth from the mesh here. So we want to go and select around using Control. Go around the mouth to about there. Let's make sure we got all that selected. Even go into X-ray mode, make sure, yep, looks good. So if you hit V, you should be able to just rip the vertices off the mesh. And there's also the rip region, which you can click and use if you forget the shortcut key. So I'm just going to GZ, move that down just a bit. And I am going to connect these here by merging them at the center. Otherwise, you get like this funky, like sad Parasaur, which we don't want a sad Parasaur. So let's merge at the center. And likewise on this side, merge at the center. Okay, so we're gonna leave the mouth like this for now. You wanna go ahead and save. Again, I always suggest creating new files. This is an add-on called PowerSave, if I haven't gone over it already. It's a free add-on on Gumroad. You can download and just install through the add-ons. Yeah, I recommend it. So let's keep going. So we're going to work on this beak part now. So what I found easiest is just joining the face or the vertices here. And let's see how many we need. 7 verts. So let's go ahead and Control R, 7. And now we're going to combine the faces. However, I believe I did do this differently. I think I only did 6, so we're just going to work with 6, and you'll see why here in a sec. So I just deleted the vertex, and I'm going to go Loop Tools and space them out. And that didn't work, so let's go ahead and select these ones, Loop Tools, and space. Okay. So we're going to select these, and just select the 2, F, all the way around. I'm going to select these, F, and, I must have done it completely differently. Okay, so let's see. So we don't need this vertex here, so we're going to go ahead and just dissolve it. And hit F, and we're going to space them out again. Okay, so that worked. A lot of this is just trial and error. I have modeled the other Parasaur, and I just can't I can't remember the steps I did, but okay, so that worked. I'm just gonna slide these over just a little, make them nice and straight. Cool. So as you'll see, this looks like a weird beak thing going on, so we are going to fix that right now because it is strange to look at. So we are going to click, Control, click, go into the right, and I'm just gonna hit G to grab. I'm just gonna pull these down, keep it kind of lined up with the edge, and we'll see how that looks for us. That looks a bit better. We'll move the mouth down lower, so we'll get a better idea as what the top mouth looks like. It still needs some work, but it looks a little bit better. So now, go into front perspective, go to face select by hitting 3 on your keypad. I don't have a numpad, so I don't know if that makes it different with the shortcuts, but just a heads up. So I'm gonna select these here, and Control V, I want to smooth them out, and maybe we'll see what twice looks like. Okay, I think we'll stick with twice, but I will grab these now, pull them down, maybe rotate. That's a bit better. Let's fix this up a bit. You don't have to do both sides. Again, you can just toggle everything by hitting A, Q, symmetrize, and you could see that moved there. Alright, so let's continue working with the mouth. I'm going to shift, so you want to select this vertex here, Shift S. I'm going to move the cursor to selected, and you'll see why. So go into X-ray mode, face select, and excuse me, and I'm going to select these faces by using C, and let's grab these, and I'm going to change the pivot point to 3D cursor. So now when we rotate, you'll see it's like a jaw opening. So we'll have it to about here. Let's see if that gives us enough room to work with. It does. Another thing I noticed when I was working on the previous model is the bottom half of the mouth looks really large, in my opinion. So to fix that, I'm going to go into Edge Select, select this here, and we're going to work our way around. Now I did Option S, scale down to about here. See what that does for us. Looks a little bit better. We can tweak it later. So go ahead and save again. And let's make sure that our mesh is all quads. It looks pretty good, except right here. So what we want to do is Control R, and you could see the edge won't pass through because it has more than 4 verts. So we want to combine them here to make it 4. So we'll hit J to join. And now we got 4. And I'm not going to bother to symmetrize because it's so simple, so I'm just going to hit J. Let's see how we're looking. So I would like to pull this one down just a bit, kind of get the spacing right. Oops, deselect that. Though you don't want to, just a suggestion, oh that's good. You don't want to move the mouth region too much because when the mouth closes, it won't align the way it used to. So just be very minimal with your movements. Just something I learned over time, but okay, so that looks fine. Now I will symmetrize that just to be consistent. Okay, cool. All right, so that looks fine. Let's go ahead and start working on the inside of the mouth. So to make it easier, I'm just going to face select, and we're going to hide this whole top half so it doesn't get in our view. So just hit H to hide. Go back from X-ray mode. So now you want to go into edge select, and let's select around here. So you're gonna go into front view if you'd like. Extrude, right click to cancel the order, or the command. S, X, and 0. Oh, one thing we forgot to do here is change the pivot point so it's not on the cursor, just do median point. And for good practice, I'm going to put the cursor back to the world origin, SX0. Cool. So now the mouth is there, somewhat, kind of. Not quite finished with that yet though. So we have some issues here because this is now a triangle. What I found easiest was we're going to go into Vertex Merge. And I found it easiest just to slide these down to get rid of them. And I believe because of actually, I'm not quite sure why. So I guess you just got to merge all these together. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to toggle everything and merge by distance. So yeah, so we just removed 7 verts. It was all because of the we got those vertices, and we pushed it all to the center, so there was doubles. Okay, so now we got 1, 2, 3, 4. We're looking good there. And now you want to add in an edge loop, but we don't want the edge loop to run through the whole body. So the thing you want to do is just go to the chin here and just hit H to hide. So now let's see. So now the edge can't run through because the faces are hiding here. So Control R. We're going to run this over here. This is going to be like the gum line. So let's go ahead and slide this over. And I guess parasaurs did have teeth, and I'm not quite sure how many teeth. It sounded like they had thousands. So I'm going to do more research and see how many teeth, because I would like to be, you know, accurate with my models, but I'm not going to be modeling 1,000 teeth. So we'll see what we have to do. But in the meantime, yeah. So let's go ahead and add another edge loop. This will be kind of the support loop when we, whoops. You know what? We still had this on, so it auto merged. Let's go ahead and do that again till about here. So when we move these faces, this gum line won't get pulled down with it. It'll kind of hit this wall here, this edge that's running through that we just added, and it will keep it structured. So that's why we want it. Let's go ahead and move these a little bit. I don't like how close that is, but that should be okay. All right, so now we can unhide. I just wanted to unhide that, but let's see. Just like that, hide the top mouth. Okay, so now we have another problem because we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 vertices for one face, so that's not gonna fly with the multi-res. It's, yeah, as you could see, there's some strange ripples going on, so we need to clean that up. And a way we can do that is just dissolving them and rejoining these faces and join this. I was so confident when I said that. Let's see. Let's see what we can do. Let me check my other model. Let's see what we did here. Whoops. Yep, well that didn't help. Okay, let me go back over here. Sometimes I feel like the solution is so simple and I just cannot think of it. I could add a whole new edge, but I really would like to avoid that extra geometry. Let me think. So, oh my gosh. Let's see. Yeah, so it was right in front of my face. Okay, so that's all good. We got that sorted. Okay, so now we are safe to move on. And let me think. If I might want this pulled back a little bit. Let's see how this looks. So I'm going to select these faces here. I'm not going to worry about this side. I'm just going to symmetrize. And I'm going to go into, I believe, comma. Yes, comma will change your orientation here. So I'm going to go into normal. And I'm going to turn this on here just so we can see it, the directions here a little bit easier rather than guessing. So I'm just going to grab the Z and pull down. And you can see that the gum line's staying, which is good. That's what we want. That should be far enough for now. So I'm just going to symmetrize now that we've done that. I'm not sure why that Not sure why that is deselected, but okay, I guess it wasn't a problem. That was weird. Okay, so let's have a look. Looks like we got a little bit of pinching. I'm not a big fan of this here. Yeah, I don't know what is going on there. I'm just gonna go back. Let me unhide everything. That was probably the problem, is we symmetrized and the geometry was still hiding. Let me go ahead and merge everything by distance. Okay, let's go ahead and symmetrize again. And we seem to be okay. Though we have some issues here. And that's because we have a quad. So I could add in a edge loop and drag this down. And we will join. But let's have a look. I'm going to go into right perspective, and for now I'm not going to really worry about this just yet. I want to work on the mouth. I'm going to go ahead and just hide all this. Hide it. Okay, let's see how we're looking here. I'm not the biggest fan of this lip region. Let me see if we get the knife tool. I'm going to turn off auto merge. I'm just going to test something out. You don't have to do what I'm doing right now. I'm just trying to see if I can figure something out here. I'm not going to bother with it just yet. I don't want to waste too much time. So I think we'll leave it at this, and then in the next part we will go ahead and finish the top half and add in the tongue, and then we will go back and fix any problem areas. So yeah. All right, we'll see you in the next one. Take care.